Guys, am I bussing? Oh, I gotta brush my teeth. Dear Siri, make my teeth whiter so that people... Ugh, I look trash. I look like a bunch of... Okay, I'm... Full disclosure, I have a hangover. And I don't drink. I have to confess this. I got drunk. I made a mistake last night. I couldn't stop thinking about the show. I don't want Ushbaka. I'm turning off Ushbaka. I couldn't stop thinking about the show. Why am I up this high? I'm not even in frame. How's that? Now I'm too low. What's that? I don't know. Could probably move over a little, right? Like, go over there. What do you think? Now it's like news, right? Welcome to the news. Why do I look so tiny compared to this microphone? Why do I look incredibly small? I was in my head yesterday. I couldn't stop thinking about the show. I woke up thinking about the show. I spent the whole day thinking about the show. I'm doing my prayers. I'm thinking about the show. I'm trying to watch the show with my wife. I'm thinking about the show. I go to sleep at night. I dream about the show. I wake up. I think about the show. I had a dream last night. I was going to tell my wife about it. I don't know if I remember it. Let me just check if I remember it. If I have it written down. I might have written it down. Oh, yeah, I remember it. That wasn't really about the show. I didn't dream about the show last night. But this character of who I supposedly am. Supposedly I'm this guy now, right? What the? Hold on. Streamlabs is weird, yo. We'll get to that. So I was thinking about it all day. Finally, I was like, I don't know. I don't usually do this, but maybe a drink, you know. It's Christmas. Well, it's Western Christmas. I'm home. Maybe I'll have a drink. I look weird today. You could tell that something happened to me last night. So I had a drink. I had 2 drinks, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I feel nice. I'm not really worried about things anymore. I was like, let's have one more. And my wife's like, I don't know. I was like, I think I should have one more. And that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Baby.
What?
Are you live?
Yeah, why?
How long have you been live?
Why?
Because I'm not seeing it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to
What the hell?
Hold on. It didn't show up in your...
What the hell, yo?
Wait, hold on. It might be live. Maybe I'm wrong. When I searched you, it wasn't showing as live under your videos for some reason. But now it's in my... But now it is.
Yo, you exist to make me nuts?
No, I was trying to be helpful.
What do you think? Do you think you were?
Well, I was trying to be.
But how do you think it turned out, that helpful thing?
Well, I'm glad that you're streaming live. It would have sucked if you weren't and you did 2 hours for nothing. Right?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Why is it? Yeah, it looks like everything looks all twisted up and dumb, yo. I'm telling you, everything's stupid now. It's all real dumb. I don't think I like the way I look today. I'm gonna do an adjustment. What was I talking about? Yeah, so I drank. I'm so stupid. It's like the first time ever. My dog was looking at me like, what is happening to you? I've had this dog for years now. He's never seen me drunk. The old me used to drink sometimes. Old me. But yeah, I messed up. Just fixing the image real quick. I think it's too bright. Too bright here. Could go brighter here. That looks nicer. See how much nicer that looks? And then you go down here. Holy crap, this is so much better. Look at me. Look at freaking me over here. Who's this beautiful fella? Hey there, handsome. Give me your phone number. I'm not gay, but my daughter can marry you. I see that you're a handsome fella. Sorry, sir, I'm married. Oh, gosh. I'm eating ginger. I don't feel so good. I woke up and drank pickle juice. Chauncey told me to drink pickle juice. I did it. I ground up some pit bulls, squeezed the juice out of them. I think they call it blood. I think it's dog's blood. Blood of the dog that bit you. All right. I can move over a little. The ginger gives me power. This is going to be a good show. I can't tell what kind of show we're about to have here. My teeth look like crap. Keep that up so I can look at it. I tried to install Streamlabs so people could super chat. Oh, I have a super chat now. I don't know if it works. I'll put it in chat. You know, if you guys want to roll the dice on that. You guys want to roll the dice on that, be my guest. Be my stinky guest. Rumble, you can already give me stuff. YouTube's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to allow you to make money off of my platform because of the way that you are. I think the way I am is fine. I personally think the way I am is fine. That was what my dream was about last night. There was some guy who looked exactly like me, except he had black hair, and he was taller than me. I was like, yo, why you look like that? And I was just like kind of being like, not really worrying about anything, just saying whatever was on my mind. And people were like, everybody just smiled at me like, what the heck is... Nobody beat me up. Nobody stabbed me. The cops came and escorted me out of the mall. But they were all just like amused by my behavior. Nobody took me actually seriously. They were offended, but in an amused way. I guess that's, I guess it's better than getting beat up. I don't know if that super chat link's going to work. I was trying to, Maria's, she says we need money. And so I'm like, okay. I went to work yesterday. There was no work yesterday. So I was like, okay, I thought I could make a bunch of money on Christmas, but I couldn't. So I'm going to make money later on. But, since we had time on our hands, we're not celebrating Christmas till the 7th, but everybody's off and everything's closed yesterday. So we set up a Patreon. I tried to set up a Streamlabs so people could tip via YouTube. I think you could tip me on Twitter probably. I think Twitter already has stuff like that maybe. I know Rumble does. It says Drumpet. I guess I made an account called Drumpet. Am I even live? It's not even saying that I'm live. I freaking am, though. It says Drumpet. I guess... Let me see. I'm kind of... Look, this is a low-key stream, Don't... Ask me, like, don't...
It says
just don't
Drumpet,
play, It's low-key today. It's a hangover stream. I don't care. I know what's going on in the world, but is this a political show? Who says? Why does it look so weird? Why does everything look so weird? Who says this is a political show? I don't say that this is a political show. I don't know what kind of show this is. I think the people who would like my show are political people. But I never said I was a political show. I'm kind of just a, I don't know what this is. It's kind of comedy a little. It's a little bit comedy. A little bit comedy. A little bit of jazz. I'm too tiny now. This is too tiny. I must be bigger. How's that? I'm just putzing around. I'm sorry. You want to know why I'm putzing around? Because I don't care. Because I spent the whole day trying to set up a Streamlabs thing and I nearly lost my mind. I don't know how any of this works. I'm using Restream. Here's what I would like. I would like to press go and it works, But if I want to stream to Rumble and YouTube, then I need Restream because Streamlabs doesn't have Rumble on their options. So I use Restream. Before I just used YouTube and it was like, All I had to do was press the button. I said, I want to stream. Okay. What do you want to call it? This. Okay, you got a thumbnail? Thumbnail. All right, here we go. And I'm streaming. That was it. But then I wanted to add Super Chats. And I wanted to add Rumble. And I wanted to stream to Twitter. Well, Super Chats is handled by Streamlabs. Rumble is handled by Restream. Also, Restream never works. I don't know. Here's how Restream works. Oh, I'm going to stream to multiple platforms. This should be easy. Create broadcast. Oh, what do you want the thumbnail to be? Well, these guys don't. Well, they won't let you. Oh, okay. Well, how about YouTube? Yeah, you could do it on YouTube. No, you do it on YouTube. Hey, I went to the YouTube and the thumbnail's not there. It's just got a generic thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, then I got to go do it manually. Oh, okay, so go do it manually through YouTube. Go do it manually through Rumble. Get a new stream key every time I stream on Rumble. It takes me an hour to get started. By that time, it's a miracle if I still have momentum. You want to know why there's a huge intro thing now with the boo ba 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 boo da ba boo 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 ba 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 boo ba? Want to know why? It's because I'm setting everything up. I'm just sitting there setting everything up. I just want to press the button and it goes. This is so complicated, dude. This is so complicated. And look at me. Look how stupid I am. Look how dumb I got with my face. So I set up a Patreon, I think. Let's see. Did I set up a Patreon? I think I did. Let's see. Patreon. Now this is ridiculous. Nobody watches my show. Why would I do something like this? I don't know. You ever heard of being an idiot? Maria, I don't show up when you search me. On Patreon, when you search me, I don't show up.
Oh, the page isn't active yet.
Why not?
Because we're still...
Don't come on camera.
I'm not on camera, am I?
Talk to me through the wishing well.
It's just... Okay, fine. Wolf wants to be with you, though.
All right.
Yeah, it's not active yet.
So activate it. Why isn't it active?
Because we have to figure out the tiers, and like we put like, oh, you get free access to the music, but we haven't figured out exactly how that works yet. So I didn't want to activate it until it's...
I wanted to show them.
Okay, well...
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I don't care.
I mean, I could go make it live right now. It's not really hard.
Just do it for fun.
Alright. If somebody becomes a member, they're stupid.
Maria just said if somebody becomes a member, they're stupid. Yeah, that's how... Maybe we shouldn't say that, huh? Hey, join my Patreon. If you do, you're an idiot. No, because we haven't fully set it up yet. But it's set up enough.
I'll publish it.
This stuff's hard. I tried to set up the Streamlabs thing, and I felt my brain. I just felt the limits of my own mind. And at a certain point, I just stopped moving. I was just sitting in front of my computer like this.
Okay, it's live.
Just looking down. I don't see it.
Patreon.com/HelloListener.
Patreon.com. Okay, hold on. Hello, listener. There it is. I've done a thing. All right, so welcome to the team is get exclusive videos as well as free downloads of newly released albums, and I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. tier 2 is welcome to the spleen. That gets everything from tier 1 as well as free downloads to all music releases past and future. And then $200 a month, you can give me unasked for musical advice. I allow you to give me suggestions on how to make my songs and then ignore them. And you can make as many dumb suggestions as you want, and I won't even block you. I'm assuming a lot here. I'm assuming that anybody gives a crap. In this, I'm imagining that people give a crap. I'm imagining people watching my show. And here's the opening video. Hey, so it seems you found my YouTube. Hey, what's up? So it appears you found my Patreon. Lucky you. Now's the time for you to open up that wallet and put that credit card number into this website and give me your money. And for the money, I will make your name heard among
Just right up the nose.
my followers. I don't remember I haven't set up the tiers yet. But I promise you, they will be tears of joy. You understand what I'm saying? So, thanks for coming. Don't leave until you get putting your credit card numbers into this thing. Otherwise, I'll go run for mayor, and I'll destroy a small town. I don't know. What do you think? The name's H to the L-O, list to the tenor. But you can call me Sinner for short. I'm the worst guy on the internet. Join me as I make the internet a hostile place for minorities. Just kidding. Pay my bills, though, so my wife stops nagging me. Hello, listener. Is that good? I don't know. Ugh. I just noticed nobody's watching, so I'm going to go insane. This is the worst thing ever. All right. You bugging. Hello, listener, you bugging. Hey, yo, hello, listener, you bugging. Hello, listener, you bugging. You bugging. I'm from Poughkeepsie. I don't know. I don't have to do a good show today. I don't care. I don't give a crap. This week was tumultuous. Y'all were tumultuous at me. Monday, tumultuous. Tuesday, tumultuous. Wednesday, I accidentally got drunk. Today, hungover, tumultuous. Apparently, immigrants is the topic. Everybody's talking about immigrants. Okay. Like, I don't even care. Fine. I'm checked out. Just destroy us. Destroy the white man. I don't care. I didn't even know you could do that. You know what I mean? I didn't even know you could, like, have a country. It's crazy how malleable the human mind is. I didn't know you could have a country and then just tell everybody there, hey, we're letting in millions of people from other countries, and we're just going to let them live here, and you have no say in this. Liberals can't protest it. Liberals are good at protesting, but they can't protest unless they can find a way to look virtuous while they do it. They'll never protest something like immigration because they can't spin it in a way where they look virtuous. They just look they just look like they have common sense. They would need to spin it in a way where, like, we can't let the immigrants in. It's bad for the immigrants, you know? If they can figure out... Because they don't want them either. Not the libs don't want them either. The only people that wants them is our overlords, our Amish overlords. That's who wants to fill Europe and America with non-European, non-American immigrants. That's who wants to do that. The libs don't want it, but they don't know how to articulate that without sounding like a conservative. So nobody... And conservatives don't protest because we don't know how to do that without, going full militia. We don't when do we protest? I think we protested once, and that was like the North Carolina thing, the Charlottesville thing. And we were like, oh, they scared us out of it. That was smart. Gosh, that's how they get you. Anytime you stand up, they spin it. What are the worst things that ever happened according to the dumb libs? Charlottesville and January 6th. Those are the two times we were like, we don't like this. No step on snack. WWG1, WWGA. The last thing they want is for you and me to unite, brother. That sort of thing. Whenever we actually tried to do stuff, they were like, they sent an FBI agent in there to kill a fat girl or something. Sorry. And then it was like, oh, look at what the whites did. An immigrant set fire to a woman in a subway train a couple days ago. You know what I mean? Let me tell you two train stories that I've heard recently. Two immigrant train stories. One, a woman got run over by a train, and an immigrant, she was still alive, but her leg got taken off. An immigrant ran over. There's a video of this. You can watch the video. Immigrant ran over, grabbed the leg, ran behind the bushes, and started eating her leg like a goblin. And then other people just filmed the event. I can't believe this. This is what are whites? Whites suck, dude. Whites never do anything. They just stand there and they're like, this is unbelievable. This is unreal. Do something, you idiot! He's eating her leg! She needs help. Same thing happened in a subway train recently. An immigrant just set a woman on fire, and she died there on the subway train. Nobody tried to help. Nobody got involved. They filmed it, though. This is horrible. You people are going to hell. The people that just sit there and film it, unbelievable. How could you? This is going to get a lot of views. What are you? Do you have anything inside you? Is there anything inside of you at all? Anyway, he stood there and fanned the flames. She went into a state of shock and just stood there and burned in a subway train, and he stood there and fanned the flames. Those are the two of the most horrific things you've ever heard. Welcome to the new era. Welcome to the new normal. You're going to get sick of winning. I had a point, but I forgot it. Maria, what was I talking about? Does anybody know? What was my point? No. Lawrence, what was I talking about? How did I get on this subject where I was talking about these stories about all these immigrants killing everybody? What am I talking? Where am I? I got this Streamlabs chat box over here. That's not doing anything. I don't remember what I was talking about. But yeah, I didn't know you could just do that. You could just do that to people. You could just be like, hey, guess what? We're going to just let all these people in your country. And we have to just be like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The cons won't protest. Because whenever we protest, it's like the worst thing ever. According to liberal media. And a lot of conservative media. January 6th was nothing. The people who are proud of January 6th, that's dumb. The people who are condemned January 6th, that's dumb. The people who are talk about it like it was some travesty, that's dumb. Here's the truth about January 6th. Nothing. You want to know the truth about January 6th? Nothing. That's it. That's the truth. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Ashley Babbitt got killed by a black guy. Do you remember her name? Bunch of cops left, and 3 days later it had fart attacks at a Dunkin' Donuts, and people blamed it on January 6th. What actually happened was a bunch of don't step on snakes. 50-year-old don't step on snakes got arrested and are rotting away in a gay prisons for no reason. And nobody cares. That's what happened. Nobody cares except Tim Pool, man. I saw Tim Pool standing up for the Jan Sixers, most of them. Only the ones that weren't bad. Because apparently some of them were terrible. Thank God for Tim Pool. Thank goodness for Tim Pool. That guy's he's my greatest musical inspiration. I don't know if you've heard his alt rock. It's really sick. That guy's my greatest inspiration. Beanie Rock. Beanie Baby. He's a little Beanie Baby. Yeah, so we don't do anything. Let me see if Lawrence said something. Trump left them to rot in prison. Yeah. Yeah, nobody gives a crap about them. And so we just learn not to protest, because when we protest, it gets blown out of proportion. Nothing gets done. Things get worse. When the left protests, everybody's like, oh, we got to change. Unless, of course, it's not in their interest, like when they protest against Israel. Interesting how that works. Interesting how the Hegelian dialectic plays out. The only ones that aren't vilified are the ones that serve the interest of the Amish elite. How weird. If all of a sudden the left starts protesting something like Israel, well, then all of a sudden something needs to be done about these leftists. But before that, they could George Floyd a Burger King into oblivion. And we just stand by and say, maybe somebody at the Burger King said the N-word. You don't know. There's a whole host of reasons why why black people could go insane. And all of them justified. But if we can get the libs, because the libs don't want this either. The libs don't want immigrants. The libs don't want immigrants. They just don't know how to say they don't want immigrants. Because the libs are so... To the lib, the most important thing is appearing virtuous. Doesn't matter if they are. That has nothing to do with anything. The only thing they care about is appearing virtuous to their peers. That's it. It's completely performative. What's going on inside? Irrelevant. What do they see? What do they think's going on inside? That's what matters. So if you can find a way to spin this immigration thing so that it's bad for immigrants, you will see this thing turn around. Guys, listen to me on this. Get these liberals to find a virtuous way for the liberals to protest immigration, and immigration, it just might stop. What am I doing right now? But this show doesn't have to be political. It doesn't have. I don't have to sit here and make as many racy jokes as possible. That's not really important to me. I got into a mode. You know what I mean? I could be like Danny Gonzalez. This can be a nice thing. I know I tried this already. I know we failed miserably. I had a stream. It's one of my most popular streams where I tried to be like Danny Gonzalez, like just be a nice channel. You know, let's just talk about nice things. And it like blew up in my face. I think it's this one. No. Maybe AI art, gay guy fart. I don't know. It's one of my more popular streams. It's hard though. Yeah, that's what liberals are. Liberals don't care about virtue. They care about appearing virtuous. That's all that matters to them. They're like the opposite of Jesus. Everybody hated Jesus, but he was literally perfect. A Christian, we're okay with looking... you can hate us. It's so liberating being Christian. You're just like, oh, everybody hates me? Dope. That's fine. That's literally fine with me. Guess who else they hate? My Lord and Savior. It's fine. I don't care at all. I know I say offensive things, but I just do it to be funny. This has been my sense of humor my entire life. It's just, you know, the guardrails got taken off and now I'm kind of freestyling. Back in the day, I felt like I had to color in the lines a little bit, but I don't do that anymore. I'm completely unhinged, but in a very stable, grounded way. Am I saying that I'm virtuous? I don't think I am virtuous. But I'm not worried about people thinking I am either. I don't care what people think about me. Some guy got on my on my channel. I played this. Here, I'll show you. This clip. This was funny. This was from Tuesday. I made it a little short from Tuesday. Short from Tuesday. Look at that. That's funny. Look how much work I put into that. Are you cheering? Are you clapping? Hello? Press the heart button. Everybody press the heart button. Hold on. I'm going. Is my freaking thing working? Why isn't my live stream showing up? Maria, am I live? Jeez, they hate me. They freaking hate me, dude.
Yeah, you're live. See, that's what was happening to me too. You weren't showing us live.
That's probably because of this Streamlabs crap.
But you're showing us live now on my phone. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, people are hitting the heart. All right, that's all I wanted. That makes me feel good. Thank you for hitting the heart. All right, so I made this little clip. What's the opposite? I hope I don't get kicked off for calling them colored people. I am not doing that as a racist thing. I think it's really nice. And I get to decide, I think. Why don't I get to decide? They get to tell me everything else. Well, I've decided that you're colored people. And it's a term of endearment. I love you. I love coloreds. I hope I don't get... And somebody said... There went any chance you had of making this into a career. And I just thought, what a stupid thing to say. Like, that's so dumb. What rule book are you going by? Who cares? I could say whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. I'm not following any code of conduct besides, you know, my own morality, which comes from the church. There's no other code of conduct that I'm not worried about what you find offensive. It doesn't matter at all. I don't know. I just thought it was really stupid. It annoyed me. There goes any chance you turn this into. You can't say colored people and turn it into a career. Sure I can. I can do whatever I want. This can be my career. I can turn this into a career. If I stick to it, I got that stick-to-itiveness, and I keep talking my crap and not really giving a crap what anybody thinks. This could turn into something. Oh, he said colored people. Yeah, I say whatever I want. I turned off the background music, bro. This? You talking about Ushbaka? Hold on. I don't know. Sometimes I don't want it. And also, I want to, like, make this good. This was dope for a while, but it got out of hand. This is out of hand. Let me fix it. How's that? Is that nice? It's kind of crazy looking. Kind of crazy looking. Let's get it drippy. You're like, what? And to that I say, relax. I'm not weird. Whatever just happened in your mind, that's a you thing. Looking for like a drippy thing. Where's all my gifts? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay, I got you. Hold up. I got this. I just want like some weird, just some like movement, you know? Just some slight movement. This will do it. How's that? Is that doing anything? No? That's a little too gay right there. That's a little too gay right there. Hold on, I get this. You think I can't? So tired of you people not believing in me. It's getting old. Oh, that's pretty cool. Whatever, I like this. We're doing a show like this for now. I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. And then if I do stuff, it shows up in the background, right? Yeah, that's cool. You gotta bend it a little. I don't know. So yeah, I've been turning off. It's called Ushbaka. Ushbaka. This song, it's called Ushbaka. And I like having it in the back sometimes. Sometimes I don't. I guess I'll play it though. I'll play it for you, Lawrence. But this show doesn't have to be me being offensive. It's more just me doing my thing. I don't really give a crap. Like, I'm just trying to be free, man. Everybody comes to the table with a head full of rules. Where'd you get these rules? Where'd you get these rules? Where'd you get the rule that I can't say colored people? Where'd it come from? That's just in your head. That's just in your head. I can do whatever I want. Also, you don't know who I'm trying to appeal to. I'm not really worried about the black audience. If black people like this show, that's fine. But I'm really worried about the white audience, specifically white males. The white male suicide rate has skyrocketed. And it was bad before all this. I can't stand it. I know what they're going through. I know why it's constantly happening. And those are my people. Those are the people like me trying to get through the day, assaulted at all angles, no place of reprieve. I don't give a crap about anybody else. I mean, I care about them, but that's not, my audience is white males. Truly. Anybody else who watches this, I don't really care. Good for you. You like it too? That's fine. God bless you. But I'm doing this for people like me. I'm doing this for white males, truly. Because white males are the ones that are just stuck, watching everything get destroyed around them. And killing themselves. You understand? That's what they're doing. They're killing themselves. Or getting hooked on insane drugs that kill them. Just finding different ways to kill themselves. Because because life is unbearable to them. Because they're so out of their element. They're so disconnected from reality. The world does not reflect them in any way, shape, or form. What's going on inside of them is they're told that it's not allowed to happen. So they just push it down. They're told that their feelings are invalid, that what's going on to them. If they dare to express themselves, they're attacked, they're ridiculed. I hate this world. So I don't really care what anybody thinks. I'm here for white males. That's who I'm here for. I'm here for white males at the brink. Or white males not at the brink. I'm here for white males. They're the ones killing themselves. They're the ones losing their minds. They're the ones directionless. If black people get something out of this, that's great. If you got a sense of humor and you could take my jokes, more power to you. I know what's wrong with the black community. I diagnose it constantly. I've lived in the black community for a long period of my life. I've been observing and watching for a long time. I understand what's going on. But the black community don't listen. So it doesn't matter if you diagnose them. It doesn't matter if you say, hey, this is what's wrong and this is how you fix it. They're unable to hear you. What, a white man's going to give me advice? They're unable to hear you. Even if it would save their lives, they can't listen to you. So I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to people who listen. It's called Hello Listener. Amish is code. Act like you've been here before. All right, let me check my notes. My show's completely transparent. It's not curated. This is me. I'm full of flaws. I'm not trying to sell you an idea of myself. I'm just trying to make you laugh, make you think, make you dance, and make you convert to orthodoxy. Okay. All right. That's a note. I don't know if I have anything to say about that. But yeah. Ultimately, I want you to convert to orthodoxy. I'm not a good example of orthodoxy, but look into orthodoxy and you'll see great examples. Father Spirinon is a great example of orthodoxy. Look into Father Spirinon. Read about the Orthodox saints. Change your life. If you're on Telegram, follow Rural Orthodoxy and Orthodox Faith. They post all these great quotes from the saints. And just hearing words from the saints is so powerful because it stretches the time of Jesus over to us. We have contemporary saints, you know. We have St. John Maximovich. We got St. Paisios. We got St. Gabriel. St. Olga. St. Seraphim Rose. Don't at me. You know? And they bring these things to us so that it's like we can see it played out in our world. Because that's the thing, the veil is breaking. 20 years ago, I couldn't see the truth. I couldn't. People would say, oh, there's miracles in the Bible, but I don't see miracles now, and it would just stump me, and I'd be like, that's true. Why is it like that? And I wouldn't understand it. It would like shut down my ability to understand the world. Well, first off, there are miracles now. Second off, just because science doesn't document everything doesn't mean the things haven't happened. What do you think science is? What do you think, when you talk about science, what do you think that is? Are you thinking of like a community of morally flawless people in white lab coats that are pouring through the information and have no worldview or motivation behind it? Is that what you think's happening? Also, if there's not miracles in this day and age, there are, but if there weren't, well, first off, miracles are a supernatural thing. They're not something that happens all the time, necessarily. And second off, we live in Babylon! The only miracle you're gonna see is fire from the sky! The point is, in Orthodoxy, you have roots back to the time of Christ. And not just back to the time of Christ, but back to the time of David, Moses, Abraham, Noah, Adam. They stretch all the way back to the beginning of the world. And you have these saints carrying all of this over to you and saying, here's what that looks like now in this world. There's this artist, Regina Spektor, and she had this song where she goes, my wife used to love this song because it was called Samson. And she thought of me as Samson. I don't know. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything. Anyway. The song said the Bible never mentioned us, not even once. This is a Russian chick. I think. And I think sometimes people find it difficult. I mean, even though what Jesus said is timeless and what Paul wrote is timeless as well, there is this element where things got so far removed through schism after schism after schism that what people call Christianity today, it's nonsense. It's just nonsense. And so it's hard to see what they're talking about in our life. But once you get into Orthodoxy, once you become Orthodox, you see it everywhere. And you have examples of piety in the modern world. You have miracles in the modern world. So that's what I want. I talk my crap. I make my jokes. I like being funny. I like making people laugh, and I like making people think, and I like making people bop around to my stinky songs. That's what I like. I'm like a weirdo artist. I'm an artist, you know? I'm an exceptional man, all right? But if you understood, you know, there's a lot of deficits that make me able to be good at this. My life is full of deficits, believe me. But my goal in all of this, ultimately, I'm not a theologian, I'm not a priest, but I am someone who found the answer. And I'm looking at a country full of white men who have checked out because there's nothing left for them. And I'm telling you that orthodoxy is the answer. And you're thinking about the world too much. You're trying to fix the world. You're trying to change the world. You're not understanding that the world is fallen and you need to change yourself. The war is within. We must battle ourselves. And that's why my sign-off now is, if you're not Orthodox, become Orthodox. If you are Orthodox, go to church. I'm not signing off now. I'm just saying. That's why I started saying that. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't intro. A little far in, kind of an avant-garde. You know, when you watch a movie and it's like 35 minutes in and then the title screen comes. We're doing that sort of thing. Hi, welcome to the show. My name's Hello Listener. You could call me Sinner for short. I have not sold my soul. I am a real person. And the date is 12/26/2024. I hope you all had a happy Western Christmas for those in the Greek Orthodox Church or, the many Orthodox churches which have adopted the Julian calendar. Not the Julian calendar, what's the Western calendar? I forget. Julian, I think. Julian? Julian, is that you? There's an all-seeing eye on Mount Athos. What? I'll never give you a single dollar. You think I would give them money? Let me show you why I will not. You ready? Here's why I won't give them money. Yeah, this is really disturbing me, to be honest. I don't know what to do. This is messing me up. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't like this at all. This is like sometimes this happens, like with the, sometimes people try and make icons of the father in certain Russian traditions, but it's condemned in the canons. And maybe this is something, since it's something that came in the 18th and 19th century, which means it's a fairly recent thing. This is something that I think should be condemned in a canon soon. Uh, I've seen it. I see it. Here it is. I'll show you. It's right here. This. I'm just reading about it because this is effed up. This is really effed up, and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. But I want to read about the icon. Let me tell you why I'm not following why I will never donate a dime to Wikipedia, though. I'll play this while I'm reading. Play this for y'all while I'm reading.
Differences critical for moving from polarization to productivity is that the Wikipedians who write these articles aren't actually focused on finding the truth. They're working for something that's a little bit more attainable, which is the best of what we can know right now. And after 7 years there, I actually believe that they're onto something. That for our most tricky disagreements, seeking the truth and seeking to convince others of the truth isn't necessarily the best place to start. In fact, I think our reverence for the truth might have become a bit of a distraction that is preventing us from finding consensus and getting important things done. Now, none of that's to say that the truth isn't important. The truth obviously exists. It's at the core, or the search for the truth is at the core of some of our greatest human achievements. It can animate and inspire us to do, learn, and create great things. But I think in our messy human hearts, we also know that the truth is something of a fickle mistress, and that the beauty of the truth is actually often in the struggle. It's the reason that we have so many sublime chronicles of the human experience, because there are so many different truths to be explored. And so in this spirit, I know that the truth exists for each of you in this room. It also probably exists for the person sitting next to you. But the thing is, the two of you don't necessarily have the same truths. And this is because for many of us, truth is what we make when we merge facts
these things happen.
With our
these things
beliefs
happen
about the world.
And sometimes
Each
it
of us has our own
takes a
truth,
little
and
while
it's
before
probably a
they're
good one.
dealt with. But this is no good. This is no good. There's no two ways about it. This is no good. It appeared in the 19th century. It feels like subversion. It honestly feels like subversion. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. This is fine. That's fine. These are all fine. But hell no to this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That needs to be... This needs... Look at that. Unbelievable. You know, there's this thing where a lot of Christian symbols got taken by Satanists. I think at one point the pentagram was a Christian symbol. Upside down cross. These things get co-opted, but this is different. This is something really, this is messed up. I know a Athonite that I could talk to about this. I'm gonna do that now. Sorry, I'm messaging someone who's going to know more about this than me. We'll see what he has to say. Boy, oh boy. So yeah, I don't go out and kind of talk about being Orthodox on the show. Like, I don't consider myself I mean, I guess I'm an Orthodox streamer, but that's not really what I would present myself as, because I'm a piece of garbage. I don't represent orthodoxy. To my shame, I don't represent orthodoxy. These are the types of things that'll keep people from orthodoxy, especially from the Protestant circles. Yeah, I think it says, I think I saw that right here. This is the one at the monastery, right? Hold on. Vatopedi. I think that's the one that I showed. I think maybe you're a little behind. This is at an Athonite monastery. This is the type of thing that'll scare a Protestant away. Unfortunately. Keep them in the shallowness of Protestantism. Because they get really scared of, like, mistakes. You know what I mean? And that's why most of them end up, after a pastor there's a scandal with the pastor, or there's a scandal at their church, they end up just not going to church anymore. And they end up just kind of in their own head. Just me with my Bible, alone in my house, figuring it out, don't need nobody, that sort of thing. Which leads them to all sorts of heretical beliefs and robs them of the peace that they could have if they were Orthodox. You know, like they had like Father God icons that started to happen in Russia, you know, and people were like, "What the heck?" And now it's recognized that this is uncanonical, and it was taken care of in a synod, synodally dealt with. But things like that will always crop up. Things like that will always pop up throughout history. No, that's normal. No, we've always been doing that. Dude, this is the cross. The Masons steal from the church. It's not the other way around, bro. This is the cross. It's an X. It's the reason. There's a racial slur that people used for the Amish in the 1800s and 1900s, and the origin of that word was circle. Keikel. And the reason they called them that is because they refused to make an X because it was making the sign of the cross. This is simply the sign of the cross. That's all this is. Dude, Masonic crap came from Orthodox crap. They copied the temple worship. They copied these things. That's how they did it. It's like an antithesis to our religion. If there's similarities, like I said, the Satanists took the pentagram. Or there's certain symbols, I don't know if it's the pentagram, but there's certain symbols that were Christian symbols that the Satanists co-opted, and we just kind of released them. We were like, okay, we're not going to use that one anymore. But this is what they're doing. It's an inversion of the Holy Order. It's not Masonic, bro. This is a cross, bro. That's all that this is, the cross. And stuff like weird, what's it called? Weird diversions into potentially problematic, heretical things. That stuff gets taken care of. We don't have like this, things take time. The church remains. Things take time. It will be dealt with. This will be dealt with. Yeah, but dude, that you're okay. This is like the thing that heretics do, bro. Heretics, they confuse similarities in words. An inflexibility of words is the beginning of all heresy, St. Basil said, or St. Gregory. An inflexibility in words. So you become inflexible. You see somebody do this, you relate it to something else, and then you go off on some psychotic, we was kings, Pleiadian tangent, and everything, it's BS, dude. That's kind of what they want you to do. They would prefer that you do that. They would prefer that you throw your hands up and say it's all meaningless. Things can be similar without meaning the same thing. Like, we believe in Christ. We believe in fully God, fully man. Some people believe that he's not fully God. Some people believe that he's not fully man. Those are heretics. We're correct. It takes nuance. It takes nuance to see these things correctly. But just because there's similarities, dude, you don't make like these connections in your mind where everything is the same thing. I've seen people do that. There's somebody on what's her name's chat, Jamie Dyer, Jay Dyer's wife. She has a show, and she had some guy on, and he just went off on everything's Masonic and everything's this and everything's that, and doing all these connections, making himself insane, and ultimately abandoning Christ. Look, this is the confusion of the modern world. This is a dark time, and confusion is running rampant. But go to the church and watch the confusion evaporate. Go to church and watch the darkness evaporate. You leave church and then the demons attack and they try and confuse you. They try and, oh, this looks like this, therefore it's the same thing. And what they're trying to do is make it so you don't go back to church. Truly. Every week is a battle of the demons to try and get you to not go back to church. And once they've stopped you from going back to church, then every day is a battle to try and get you to kill yourself, one way or the other. Try and get you to destroy yourself. That's ultimately what the demons want. The demons want you to kill yourself. That's what they want. Because it is that's what they want. So that's like stage 2. The first stage is get you not to go to church. And I've had it where they're attacking me all the way to the door of the church. Where I'm about to turn around at the door of the church. And then you go in and it's like light. You're able to see clearly. You're able to understand the truth. The confusion lifts. The weight lifts. And it only lifts in the Orthodox Church. Go to a Protestant church. It doesn't lift. You just sit there. You sit there, you get your pep talk. It's nothing. You leave with nothing. The reason the weight lifts when you go into the Orthodox Church is because it dissolves in the holiness of the church. These things will be dealt with. There's things like this in every single age. In every single age, there's stuff like this that needs to be dealt with. You have to give it time. The old calendar versus the new calendar. That will eventually be settled. Chrismation or baptism. That'll eventually be settled. But you have to relax and understand that God's providence is here and God's grace is still in the church and it guides us even when we make errors. I'm going to take a break. Give me your Twitter, Lawrence. You're going through something, man. I'm gonna talk to you in person. Because these things, this is the type of stuff Protestants get worked up about, man. Protestants see one thing wrong and they lose their freaking minds. They start making all these dubious connections and it leads them to despair. You don't need to despair, Lawrence. The Orthodox Church is the true church. Whether there's an all-seeing eye on Mount Athos or not, the Orthodox Church is the true church. Whether a priest makes a mistake or not, there could be a bishop who's a heretic. There could be a bishop who's a Freemason. It doesn't matter. Individual bishops, individual monasteries, individual churches are allowed to make mistakes, but the Orthodox Church is the true church passed on throughout history from Christ himself. So when we get caught up in the weeds of, oh, but this place did this. Yeah, some places make mistakes. Some places do something wrong. They will be corrected with time. But the grace of God is within the Orthodox Church, and it's able to withstand the dumb mistakes of a couple bishops. Or, a single bad icon in a monastery. It doesn't invalidate it. Don't let the demons attack you with this crap. This is what they do. They try and make it so that none of it is... they try and muddy the waters so that you think that the truth is unattainable. We'll talk in person. Give me your man. Give me your Twitter. If you don't want to do it on here, then just DM me. And that happens a lot, what Spooky Jordan just said. That sort of thing happens all the time. Like I said, with the upside down cross. That's the cross of St. Peter, Or I've heard that in early churches the pentagram was used. Or some certain symbols like that. They get adopted by our enemies. That happens. Why wouldn't that happen? Why wouldn't they be allowed to do that? The demons are trying everything they possibly can to destroy the church, but they will not prevail. They're not going to prevail. Don't let them prevail over you, Don't let them confuse you so much that you stop going to church. Just go to church and you'll see. Go to church. Go to a church. Have you been to church? I don't think you've been to church. Lawrence, have you been going to church, brother? Because this sort of confusion only can penetrate the mind when the mind has been indifferent towards the sacraments. That's what I think. Who am I? I'm a fat guy in Alaska, but here's what I think. I think this sort of confusion can only penetrate the mind if it's indifferent to the sacraments. That's what I think. Because this is Protestant confusion. Oh, a thing looks like another thing. The demon disguises himself as an angel of light. What do you want? All right, what am I doing? It's _ hello listener. It says hello listener fan account because I'm funny. I'm a silly goose. Now I'm in a bad mood, man. That put me in a bad mood. I got so many things I wanted to talk about, and now I'm just mad. I wish I had the words to cut through this BS. It's not your fault, you know. It bothered me when you showed it to me. You didn't derail anything. Yes, you did. But I love you anyway. We'll just make music. I had stuff I want to talk about, but now I'm too upset. I'm just upset that... Here's why I'm upset. Full transparency. I'm sitting here trying to help suicidal white men by pointing them to the Orthodox Church, and then you say this thing about the all-seeing eye. But the thing is, so it bothers me because it casts aspersions on the Orthodox Church, which is the true faith. And those outside of the Orthodox faith, they become easily confused by these sorts of things. And when they see something like that, they're like, "Oh, now I don't know what to think. It's just like the Catholic Church with the demons and the snake eyes and the weird pope," you know, and they get confused and they're unable to see clearly what's in front of them. And this sort of tactic keeps them away from orthodoxy, which is where they will find peace, where they will find root, where they will find strength, where they will find the truth. And so it bothers me that you said it at that time, but at the same time, I'm glad you said it. Because this is obviously something you're wrestling with. And I don't want you to wrestle with this. Now, I don't know if I can help, but I want to try because I care about you. If this is something that's bothering you, then I want to be able to speak to you about it. And I know maybe your priest isn't based enough for you to talk to him about it, but... I don't think any priest would be okay with that. Or there would be some explanation for it. I don't want you to be bothered by it. So I'm not... It didn't derail. It was just the timing was like crazy. But I'm glad you talked about it. But I am worried about these people, man. I'm worried about these people. Somebody killed themselves recently.
But one of the most significant...
Let me find it. I don't know. There was a guy, I don't know if he was catechumen or Orthodox, but recently a man killed himself, you know? And I'm like, it's just really starting to worry me, you know? It's really grim out here, and white men they can't see a way out. They can't see a way out. And it's terrible. It's awful. And I know the way out is orthodoxy. They can't find a place where they belong, and I know that the place they belong is in the Orthodox Church. I know it. Everything will make sense. Everything will fall into place. Things will come into focus. Things will make sense. But outside of Orthodoxy, you can't understand this world. You literally can't understand this world outside of Orthodoxy. And so I'm worried about people, man. I'm worried about white men. I'm really worried about them. I know so many people, friends, people I love, who will tell me how close they were to doing it, or how close they are to doing it. That can't even be an option. It literally can't even be an option. And if you're thinking in those terms, instead of going to the Orthodox Church, like I've been telling people every single episode, what excuse will you have when you meet God? When you extinguished your own life? What excuse will you have? Do you think it goes away? I don't understand what's wrong with these people. Why would you kill yourself? Do you think that when you kill yourself, it goes away? Is that what the demons convince you? No, when you kill yourself, you go to Hades. When you kill yourself, you go to Sheol. It doesn't end, it gets worse. Lord have mercy. I don't give a crap. Okay. I'm so upset. Not at you, Lawrence. You know, that's the thing. You know, I like this show to be funny, but these are upsetting times, man. These are really upsetting times. And I don't like that it's gotten this bad. And who is it? St. Paisios? If I looked around me, I would lose my mind if I didn't know that God has the last word. That's what St. Paisios said. Yeah, they hate us. They hate us. What I see around me would drive me insane if I did not know that no matter what happens, God will have the last word. But look what they do when you Google it. When you Google him. Wacky things that St. Paisios said. Ex-Orthodox. Reddit. Here you can find St. Paisios saying that if a woman has an abortion, her grown children will pay with sicknesses and accidents. Oh, he's kooky, crazy, and bad. This miracle worker, this saint of God. They're doing everything they can to keep you from this church. They're doing everything they can to keep you from God. They want you to kill yourself. They want you to lose your mind. They want you to not take the Eucharist. They want you to not become a catechumen. They want you to think, oh, I can't walk inside the church. It's too scary. It's too different. That's what they want. Oh, I can't walk in. It's too different. They want you to drive up multiple times and say, never mind. And then go online and see some stupid Redditor talk about how St. Paisios was crazy. We all look insane to an insane world. I don't care how we look. Not that I'm a saint, but you know what I mean. Anyone who knows the truth looks crazy to Babylon. What did St. Anthony say? A time will come. A time is coming when men will go mad. And when they see someone who is not mad, they will attack him, saying, you are mad, you are not like us. Who cares if they think you're crazy? It doesn't matter. They're lost. They're the walking dead. They have no life in them. Because Christ is life. And they've rejected Christ. And they reject his church. And they reject his saints. What's left for them? To mull around in the dirt, in the filth of Babylon, and try and tell you not to go to church. I mean, there's people taking great schema monks, I don't know what it's called, cassocks, and using them in high fashion. This is what the world does. The world takes what is good and turns it evil, but it will not prevail against the church. It's not going to happen. The gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Period. And so what do? Well, I can't prevail against it, so I will surround it by confusion. I will surround it with confusion. And if you search St. Paisios, a Reddit article will come up that tells you that he's bad. You know? That he's crazy. St. John Chrysostom, a great anti-Semite. A Reddit article comes up. He was an anti-Semite. He would have been a Nazi. What is this morality? What the hell is anti-Semitism? What are you people talking about? You've made up a false morality. We're all being judged by this parallel economy, this false morality. That has nothing to do with God and everything to do with self-worship. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. You must endure. It doesn't matter if your life sucks. You must endure. You must. You must. That is your job, to endure. To endure. Find a way to endure. Me, I do music. I do music. I go to church. I have the Jesus prayer. I have my prayer rope. That's how I endure. That's how I endure Babylon. That's what your job is. The stakes are low. I imagine sainthood in this day and age is easier to attain than in any age. Because just enduring is an act of prayer. If you're not Orthodox, become Orthodox. If you are Orthodox, go to church.
In a garden brimming with gold and green. No mosquitoes, no predators, no need. I can see you staring beyond my dreams. I can hear you singing a song of peace. As a wave of love washes over me. See the light like diamonds shine through the trees. Every breeze whispers of eternity. I am finally where I'm supposed to be.
Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. They won't. They won't. They